Let's call this meeting to order. The Board of Zoning Appeals, June 20th, 2024. Do I have a motion to approve the previous minutes? Have we had time to read them?
I move that they be approved, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I have a motion.
I second.
Second. Need a vote for the approval of minutes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All passed. Next, we're moving on to the approval of the agenda. Do we have any issues with the agenda, any additions?
I move to approve the agenda as presented.
All right, motion's been made to approve the agenda.
And I'll second.
All right. Do I need a motion to, let's vote on that, to approve the agenda? All in favor say aye.
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 Moving on to public comments. Does anyone have any comments they'd like to? Huh? No one? Okay. No. Moving on to the next item on the agenda, the variance request setback for North Coffee Volunteer Fire Department, Old Murfreesboro Road, map 51. Kurt, what do you have on that?
Kenny's got.
Okay.
This is the survey that we've
Okay.
had done.
Thank you, Kenny.
For Mr. Wright, yes, sir. And, what that shows basically is the setback line, that building currently, I know at the fire hall there, they're wanting to add on, he's trying to put sleeping quarters there and a meeting room, I think, at the fire hall, so they can have a faster response time. And he's wanting to put roughly a 33 by 45 addition, and I'm gonna pass that out to you now, but I wanted to highlight the part just to show you where the setback is now and how it kind of runs through the building. And then this one shows the addition he's wanting to add on. And basically, there you go, Dennis. He's needing a little help with setbacks here. He's been working on this, trying to improve this, and I told him I'm willing to donate anything I can to him and do his plans for him for free, but I can't do him an easement. And I'm gonna need some help from y'all, to do that. And, but we need a 5-foot variance there where this is extending into it. There, if you look at this corner, it comes on out,
Is the shed gonna be tore down?
it will, the
Okay.
shed will be moved, yeah, and this
But the
building-
orange line is the 50-foot setback? Or-
That is the,
Or
that's the
25.
25 foot,
Okay,
and it's 50 in the front, and you can see it
got it,
going
okay,
through the,
okay.
yeah, running through the building now, so we know we can't come farther than the existing building is now, so we're basically asking for permission.
You're talking about to the old Murfreesboro Road, any closer than that, Kenny?
Than the existing building.
Yeah, to the Cantrell Lane, right there, and then you got Old Murfreesboro Road here. So
Yeah.
when you come off of Cantrell Lane, you know, the fire hall's there, and he's
Right.
50 feet from there, yes. But, you know, he's, like I said, the existing building's in that setback now, and we're not wanting to go farther in it, we're just wanting to let him add on to the side of his building. And as the side of his building keeps coming out, if you look right here, it would bump into that back setback about 4.5 feet, so we'd need a 5-foot. He wanted to turn his building the other way and come out to the road, but he's already in the setback. And Kurt, you know, didn't wanna have it closer to the road, and he's also got a power easement. So we're just trying to keep it at the same line, and then that pushes us in the back part, so.
Will that terrace that's been constructed there to control waterway, will that be involved in any?
We will rework the waterway around that to make sure, I think his building's gonna be a little higher here to help him with water as well, and we've looked at the sanitary sewer, that runs on it, but yes, this this drain back here, they get a lot of water in there, and we're gonna try
Yeah.
to fix some of that for him, as we're doing this. So he noted that he'd like to raise this up a little and like to get this a better situation, cause there's a lot of water that comes off of the convenience center here.
It looked like it to me.
There is, and he said it's been tremendous, but he thinks that this will help and we can rework the grades, and like I said, I'm happy to help him get all that done he can.
The existing terrace, I'm gonna call it, that diverts and controls the water flow currently.
Right,
Leon, who, I can't think of Leon's last name,
the
but
previous fire chief.
yeah, he built all that up and I just done a good job. What was his name?
Arnold.
Yes, Leon Arnold, yes.
But yeah, when all this was paved here, it really did make a big difference water-wise. It
Yes.
dumped in there, but,
Mm-hmm.
what he's doing will not impact anything, but we are gonna try to correct this issue, the drainage issue for him, try to make.
So that building, the little storage building, whatever, it will be moved to the back or
Right.
obliterated one way or the other, and that's where we're talking about.
That's right, that's exactly where it is. You can see it right here on this one.
Uh-huh.
That's where the existing shed is.
Staff recommends approval. I make a motion to approve this variance.
Motion's been made to approve the variance of, North Coffee.
Yeah, Duke will second.
And seconded. Call for a vote. Everyone signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Vote passed. Fire department, variance passed, 3-0. And, I think I think they're trying to do a good job, and it's not gonna be, they're coming up in the world out there.
He said
Everything.
this would save his response time like 7 to 10 minutes, which would be
Well, with the 105 exit being, with a lot of their firemen living over the bridge, having to stop and wait on traffic, and I think this week it's gonna be shut down. I do know that they're gonna have issues getting there.
But yeah, it sounds like he's trying to do a good thing out
Yeah.
there
He is.
for a faster response time to the people around.
Well, thank you for your time, Ken.
Yeah, sir. Speak up.
Kenny, you're next.
Oh,
Move- Moving up, variance request lot access Normandy Banks, parcel map 70, parcel 02209. And Kurt, you say this is Kenny's also?
Yes, it is. It's the one that, y'all approved, variance on the lot width, on the lot of record for the last one. He'll explain.
Okay.
yeah, I was gonna show you this lot, that 2203 there.
Okay.
Is what we got the variance on before, and as
We
we
got
were,
enough for everybody.
You have the,
lot 2203 is where we had the variance, and then, as we were looking into that, we did not have a permit for 2209, the adjacent lot. We were only looking at the one lot, but in talking to the utilities and talking to Kurt about this, there are some big advantages to going ahead and getting services run for both, water and power especially, because we could utilize the same trenches and not, and we can't do that without a permit, just because of the county.
Who owns parcel 2209?
2208,
We do, yeah, 2209 is the lot, we own both of those lots there.
What about 2208 and 07, Kenny?
2208 is, I think her name is Miss Murphy, and 2207 is Clark Carter,
Lloyd?
Clark.
Oh, okay.
But this
John
is-
Emery's boy,
But this is,
John's son.
but this is just to try to get the same variance so that lot would become a permittable lot, and when it is a permittable lot, we could get power and run those things also for that, and, possibly get a foundation in for that as well, so while everybody's working down there, it would be advantageous to go ahead and have both.
What is that lot size, Kenny, of 2209?
0.87. Yeah, it's a legal lot. It meets the dimensions and the size and everything as far as the only thing, the reason we're having to get the variance is just because it's a 30-foot right of way instead of a 50. So it's the access, same as the other one.
Because this road here is only 30 feet wide.
That's right, yeah.
Staff recommends approval. I move to approve this variance request.
Have a motion to approve the variance request. Do I have a second?
Yes, I'll second that.
Been approved, or been properly second. Proceed to vote on variance request. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? It passes with approval of 3-0.
I appreciate your help.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Kenny.
Moving on to the next item on the agenda, special exemption request kennel use in a C1 zone, 16th model road. Dog kennels are in conditional use C1.
Are you folks,
Yeah, we are.
the requesters there?
Okay.
What size lot are we talking about there, or acreage? 4 or 5 acres?
A 5-acre lot, sir, on a tract.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a 5-acre tract, or is it just 5 acres? Okay.
I got a question. This parcel is zone C1 right now.
Yes, it is. And it is a conditional use,
Yeah.
special exception under it, so y'all have the,
Who is the owner
I'll be the owner, sir, yeah.
All right, good. Do you have experience operating and
Yes,
running
I've-
kennel?
I've owned a dog grooming and boarding facility, Sadie Steps in Tullahoma for 10 years now. I'm a certified groomer, and I also have safety certification for my kennels and boarding, so I do have experience just looking to upgrade.
Okay. Kurt, did we receive any feedback from any neighboring adjoining property
she
owners?
contacted all the property owners around it and even across the road.
How far out 16th model road is
It's
it?
just right in,
300
right
feet.
past, behind the, the new storage units there going towards.
Yeah.
It's right
Close to the dollar store is what it is.
behind it.
Yeah, and behind that. It's an overgrowth of fescue and weeds right now.
And which parcel are we looking at? Number 4.
Flag lot way back in the back.
Yeah, right here. It's this lot right here, isn't it?
Right, right.
The highlighted.
Yes, this one, not that.
Okay.
How wide is that right of way back there to it? 50 feet?
50 feet.
What is this, Dennis?
That's 16th Model Road.
Okay,
At least it-
so this only, what have you got, what kind of width do you have entrance on 16th model?
Should be 50 feet.
It's a little bit over 50. There was a survey done on the property. Didn't bring that with me.
We already checked it, it's at least 50 feet.
Oh,
This is
okay,
to,
okay.
Paul Smith is the listing agent. I'm the selling agent on this. I'm a real estate agent.
Okay.
Riker. And there's, the map that he gave me, it had like 51 feet or 50.9 feet road frontage all the way back to that property.
Well, this conditional use is permitted. I really don't see any reason to deny this, so I'll move that it be approved.
Motion been made to approve. Do I hear a second on this motion?
I second this, but the motion may need to be amended to apply some conditions. Conditional uses require conditions. And, we don't have, this was a tough one because we don't have specific conditions for a kennel, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so we don't need to just make up something that's,
Well, all
to
I,
impede this project, but, the closest thing we have is specific conditions for feedlots and stockyards, cause it does involve animals. And it says location is such an activity should be an area sparsely developed during the length of time the use as a stockyard or feedlot is anticipated. This, your use as a kennel is gonna be forever, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be there from now on. This, you know, I don't have satellite imagery. I very seldom come to one of these meetings without my iPad. But I really thought there would be more members here and I was gonna opt out tonight, but I had to stay for quorum purposes. So, this is, in satellite imagery, if we were looking down on it, there's really no really close houses to it, is there?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. The next one would be no such facility shall be permitted on a zoned lot unless it contains twice the lot area requirements of the district. That's one I just couldn't, I can't wrap my head around comparing cows, lots of cows in this contained unit for dogs. And any permit issued hereunder shall be based on a site plan. I think site plan's gonna be secondary on this one, not primary. That's my opinion. I'm one of three here tonight, so. And the existing contours and all that, then we're getting to runoff because of what bovine might do to the property, which is not gonna be what dogs will. So if you guys, can you promise us, or I would say, Lord, weigh in on it. What would you like to see far as perimeter buffering? I could see that you might need some perimeter buffering back there where it's gonna be built.
When you do something commercial use
Mhm.
and there's residential abutting, which if C1, you got a mixed use, so if you've got a residential use here and this is now gonna be a commercial use, then when they do their site plan, they'll have to show the proper
Okay.
buffering.
We're going with Kenny's side. Kenny's done a lot of work for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
he knows that,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he'll do the proper buffering
He'll do,
that you have to have.
yeah, everything,
like
but
that.
whatever we need to do, we're going to Kenny, so.
Kurt, what are the zoning designations of these
That
three
C-
back here?
That area is, I think it's all C1, I can run across.
This
all of
is C1 and this.
Yes, goes
It probably is, cause it's right against the
Yes.
ramp for the
Yeah,
interstate.
that would may even be C2, but all that's
Yeah,
commercial.
that's right. And this one is,
C1, I think it all is, and I can go across the hall and look real quick.
okay.
this is seeded currently in soybeans, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the zoning and what it's being used for could be two different.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to, the access of it, is it gonna be gravel or you gonna have to pave it, aren't you?
We'll
Yeah.
gravel it first and then, yes, we're.
It will be paved and
100%.
And from what I'm understanding, you're gonna run a business out of this, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It'll be grooming also, it won't just be.
Yeah.
Will there be a perimeter fence to, in case a dog gets loose or?
Yes,
to them.
the whole thing is double gated,
Okay,
so there'll be two gates around, there'll be.
That's
guaranteed
awesome.
Gates around it, yes, sir. And, we would like to do a small sign, at the front,
They told us in signs that we could put up to a 6-foot sign at the
6
road,
foot at the front.
as long as you have to be
That's
10 foot
okay.
off the.
yeah.
But we've got over 50 feet there to work with, so we figured 25, 30 feet for the road, I guess it's 21
Yeah.
feet for the.
Well, we're looking at the aesthetics around there next to the KOA and stuff and plan to match,
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
as well.
Okay.
A lot of those, details will come up at the planning commission.
Right.
The main thing you're getting here is the conditional use for your land use. Site plan and all that other stuff. And I think Kurt already said that the buffering would be taken care of at the planning
Planning stage.
commission, so.
What's your, ideal timetable on this?
Well,
It'll be-
it's
it'll be-
gonna be, I mean, we've gotta get with
Everything
Kenny
around
and
it,
see,
C1.
you know,
Okay.
And we'll have
oh, we've gotta get the site
to
plan and,
get the site plan, and yeah, actually level out that it's completely wooded,
It's
so we'll
wooded,
have to
yeah.
clear
It's
it
a couple
out.
years away.
yeah, I would say at least a
At
year,
least a year.
probably.
Okay.
It'd probably be a concrete block building.
Our codes enforcement officer has determined all parcels joining this RC1, so.
Okay.
Is there anything that needs to be addressed regarding waste management from this operation?
No, not particularly. It's just a grinder and
It would go into a septic.
septic.
And that'll have to all be approved.
That would all have to be
too.
approved by Alan Charbonneau.
Yeah.
Have to be approved by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wouldn't
Yeah.
have,
Yeah, that would be enough.
we wouldn't have oversight over that.
Then.
I
think
call
my-
the question.
all right.
Question's been called. Proceed to vote, on the dog kennel. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I
I'll
think
say aye.
most you
You've
already
already
have a
got one
motion
and a
and a
second.
second.
Got the
We're
motion?
ready
That's
to
right.
vote.
Ready to vote on the dog kennel?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess our next step is to get with Kenny and
Yes.
start,
Yes.
start getting all the plans and
And
stuff
Kenny
done.
will, Kenny will
And
get
then
with
we'll
me.
go in front of the
Planning
planning
commission.
commission. when we
Uh-huh.
get our plans
Looking forward to serving the Gulf County community. We've been in Tullahoma for a while, so
done. Since he was
it'd be nice to get out
born.
in the county.
That's good.
We're looking forward to Manchester.
Well, North Coffee's been busy tonight, it looks like, on this.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I move to adjourn.
Motion's been made to adjourn. Do I hear a second?
Yes. I'll just help you here all
We're
night.
adjourned, we're adjourned.
Well, there's one thing about it. We eliminated the opposition tonight by just